y'all. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are in your country. You are a real deal. And don't let nobody tell you that you're not. Okay? Y'all come in. I want to get a shout out to all the people from other countries. I want to get all the people in the United States, in the different states. I want to give a most definite shout out to my subscribers. I know by now, I know I got over 5,000 instead of 4,000. But y'all hang in here with me so we can do our thing, okay? And again, my shout out to all my new subscribers and my, and my subscribers stuck with me forever. And I also let me give a shout out to my mods. We got new mods. We got mods been with me forever. But y'all, the reason why I'm here, I'm gonna give y'all time to come in. But the reason why I'm here is because I want to talk about Jennifer Crumbley. Okay. Yes, okay. I want to talk about her jurors, okay? Her jurors, okay? They are divided into six. You got three you got three you got three females. No, I'm sorry. You got six females and you got six male. So I really like the way they chose the jurors for her stature, okay? Because some of the jurors got kids like her. A lot of some are retired teachers, in specialists. Most of them are hunters. They got different range jurors that they selected, which caused them to come and talk and speak on two numbers today. It was two numbers that they mentioned that they wanted to make sure that it's what they think it is. But anyway, they're going to come back tomorrow. But let's talk about the jurors, okay? We're going to talk about the female jurors, okay? Let's look at each one of them. The first female juror is a white female, okay? She is two adult children, father for a hunter, okay? So that first white female has two adult children, and their father is a hunter. So knowing how children are, how they can be, can make a difference with that first juror. And with the first juror, when it said father was a hunter, but when he was a hunter, did he let his kids hunt with him? So if she let her kids hunt with their father, then he trained them how to hunt. And that's a lot of things that characterize hunting. So you have to think about, in Jennifer Cromley case, I had to go back and change my but I'm gonna keep my verdict not guilty, but I feel different. I feel guilty and not guilty. So what that mean, y'all? Is that a hung jury? We'll talk about that next. Now let's take a look at the second juror. Okay. Okay, the second juror is a white female. She's a hairstylist. Okay. So the second female deals with, she do people hair. And usually when people come in there and your hairstyle is doing your hair, you are telling her all kinds of news. Okay. Let's go to the third female. The third female is married. And the third female, white female, is married like Jennifer Crumbley. Okay, so when you look at her background, it's like she's married, has gun in home, and she has two grown children. So now her her uh oh God, I can't think of the word I want to say, can really help this case because she has a what in the house? She has a gun in her home. And when you talk about two grown children, you're not too much worried about them about the gun like you do if they were little kids. So is you could look at her and say, oh, I can use her as a juror because she has a gun in house. Is it in a safe place? Do you make it a recreational activity like Jennifer Crumbly did for her son? It became recreational. Okay. Now let's look at the next female juror. The next white female juror is married. This is the second one, married, retired, compliance specialist. Okay. Daughter is special ed teacher. So when you speak about the fourth female, white female who's married, she was married like Jennifer Crumbly. Okay. And they did a good job. She retired. Okay. She's her daughter. She has a daughter is a special education teacher. So this to say that to speak on this particular jury, what brings it out is what would a special education teacher think about Jennifer's son as a teen? Did he psychologically was he psychologically going through something? Why was it ignored? So they picked her out real good. They did an awesome job. And let's go to the fifth juror. Okay, the fifth female juror, it was a white female. She has an infant. Okay, and this gonna make this case go good too because she used to be a hunter. Okay, where did she keep her souvenir? That's gonna make her. That's gonna make her. You got two hunters there. So this gonna make them think differently with Cromley, Jennifer's son. Because what you got to say now is, would you let your child hunt with you? Would you train your child to hunt with you? Even though but she says she used to be a hunter. So when she was a hunter, she can pretty much say, nah, he too young to be Cromley's son too young to be carrying a gun, having a gun like that, like a toy. Like they made him like he was playing with a toy. Now let's look at the last female juror. The last white female juror, it's a single woman. So right there we have three married, just like Jennifer was. And so we got a single, a white female single, no children, but owns a gun like most of us, former university cop. Okay. Now, this can really help these people with these kind of background right here, especially right in here with the guns and the special education and the hunters and the hairstyle because she get the gossip. This really causing this case to stagger like it is because why is a teenage young man trained? Isn't this a lot of people train their kids how to shoot, y'all? It's not just only them, but they has made this. They had Jennifer husband supposed to be responsible for the gun, but he wasn't. Her son had his own gun. So why was he alleged has to have a gun? Okay. Now, These are the three jurors. Okay, so with looking at the three female jurors, they're gonna come at tomorrow deliberate. Okay, deliberate because they had problem trying to understand two numbers. Okay, I can't remember the numbers, y'all, but they ask questions about it. Okay, so right here they pick real good because you got six women. Now we're gonna get to the males. Okay, because this background right here is awesome. That's why they have they own a gun, hunter. Wherever you put this away, special ed. Did you recognize what you recognize? She a specialist. Okay, she got two grown kids and a gun in her home. And then you got the hairstylist, and then you got the father was a hunter. This is good. So they gonna have a problem trying to deliberate. They got to think about this. Why was a 15-year-old given a gun? And then plus he drew on his math paper what was going on. But the main thing is should the mama be held responsible? Yeah, partially she should, because she the one bought the gun for him. She the one knew he had a gun. She the one made it a hobby, helped him make it a hobby, and then she saw things. I don't know what was going on with her. So let's go here.
Male or female, only one black or African American person on the jury pool. Overall, when you look at the demographics of their background, the one thing that stood
Now,
out.
let's go to the male. Okay, this is the jurors for Jennifer Crumbley. Okay, we spoke on the six female. Now we got six male. Boy, they picked this juror real good. Okay, so they got a black male, only one black male. Okay, he's a single man with no children. A father owned gun and taught him gun safety. Okay. His dad taught him gun safety. Now he's gonna be pretty good for this case here because did Jennifer and her husband teach their son gun safety. So he's gonna listen very good because he owns a gun. Okay. Now you got a white male, so that's the only black male you have. You got a white male, twin teens, has collector's gun. Whoa, wait. Now, this male right here, in other words, teaches his kids about guns. Because they got a collector's of guns. He might not see nothing wrong with that. And then you got a white male, another white male. He's single, he's an engineer, and doesn't own guns. He's going to be good because he got something against guns. That's why he don't own one. So you got a collector. You got one of the males that has collector's gun, and he got twin teens. He collect guns, but where do he put them at? Those collectors of guns. Then you got this one here. He doesn't own guns, so he's not going to agree with nothing about guns. And then you got this one up here at the top. His father owned gun and taught him gun safety. So his son, did Jennifer and her husband taught their son gun safety. Now, the fourth juror is a white male. He a parole officer. Now you know this gonna be good because parole officer is not gonna let a convict around guns. He gonna see everything different than everybody else. He good. That's a good one right there. Yeah, he's going. That's gonna be good because if you're on parole, you can't be around guns. So suppose one of them was on parole and they was around guns, how would it affect them, affect their lifestyle, their life? Now look at the fifth white male. He's a doctor. Okay, seen a lot of gun violence. He owned multiple guns. Okay, but it don't seem that it didn't say that this doctor uh have any kids. But we see that he has a lot of guns. He's seen a lot of gun violence. Why are you seeing a lot of gun violence? Because they buying them cheaper off the market. And he owned multiple guns. Okay? So by him owning a collection of gun and collectors of guns, own multiples of guns, he's good in this case right here because he can see that he good for the defense because he don't see nothing wrong with the boy having a gun. You see what I mean? And the last male juror number six, uh, he's 26. He's married, took hunter safety classes. This would say he's good in this here because he young and he took classes that handle guns and stuff like that. So he has knowledge of what to do. That was years ago. Okay. Stays off social media. He stays off social media. He's good because why he stays off social media? It can it cause different effect on different people. So I think that the in Jennifer Cromley's jurors, they was good. You got six white guys. You got five white guys and one black guy, and all of them have they deal with guns, gun safety, knowledge of guns, collectors of guns. So this is good. They picked a good jury for them. Wow. Okay, let's listen to this.
Was how many of them were gun owners? How many of them have, they had stated that how important it was for safety, that they had guns that were in their home, but they were always locked up, or their parents had taught them, to make sure that they're being safe. So that's one thing that really stood out to me. But overall, I think it was a very good, diverse jury pool. The one thing that stood out to me, we have a law enforcement officer. We also have
Yeah,
a doctor who was on there that actually had two family members who died of gunshot wounds.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, look, the race thing, it's certainly not representative of the percentage of the population, although it is a majority white area. But your point stand. Misty, two questions they asked. I'm much more intrigued, by the way, by the one, because there are two theories of the prosecution. Lay out what the two theories are that the prosecution put and what the questions were and why they're instructed.
Yeah, so Chris, some lawyers will say the most important part of a trial is openings or closings, but many will say it's the jury instructions. So here are the two theories by the prosecution. First, failure to perform a legal duty. This relates to a Michigan parental responsibility law. A parent has a legal duty to exercise.
okay. Cromley failed. This is what they saying she did. Jennifer failed to perform her legal duties to control her son and prevent him from harming others. See, that comes from safety. That comes from knowledge. That's not like that other dude went to school. He don't. He it's gun. When you're talking about a gun, I mean that your mind, like he was doing in that drawing, is it become it won't. He already wasn't functioning right, so it can take him in another direction.
Reasonable care to control their minor child to prevent their child from intentionally harming another. That's how duty is established. Still requires foreseeability, still requires causation. Prosecution has to prove that she willfully neglected or refused to perform that duty. That's Jennifer Crumbly. Second theory, gross negligence, willful disregard for a known risk. Again, guilt or
Okay, they
punishment.
said Cromley in the theory two, engage in gross negligence by storing the gun and bullets in a way that gave her son access to the weapon. That ain't good. And therefore caused the death of four students. Because the son, she didn't, she he knew where the gun was, he knew where the bullet was. He knew where the weapons was.
Requires foreseeability and still requires causation, but two different legal theories. So the first question out the gate after just over, about 2 hours of deliberation was asking for clarification relating to these two legal theories and whether or not the jury had to determine that both were fulfilled. Judge clarifying only one theory has to be fulfilled, and the jury does not even have to agree on which theory it is, just that the prosecution proved one of those beyond a reasonable doubt. So this tells me
what's
the
so
jury's
interesting?
really grappling with those jury instructions and understanding what they mean.
Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com.
Okay, so that was good. That was right. That was good. Yeah, I just wanted to come in and speak to y'all about it. But this right here was pretty good. Right here, we got a chance in this video right here. We got a chance to look at how many jurors. There was six female and six male, and both on both team on the male and the female groups. You had different doctors. You had people that went to classes. You had people stored safety for the gun, but leave it up to Jennifer. She didn't leave safety in this. She didn't put everything control. She failed to perform her legal duties to control her son and prevent him from harming others. I don't know what was going on with her. I don't know what was going on with Jennifer. So y'all, those that was theory number one, and we also covered theory number two: engage in gross negligence by storing the gun and the bullets in a way that gave her son access to the weapon. He don't. The kids don't never supposed to know where you put stuff at, hide things at, but they did. But she didn't. She didn't do what she's supposed to do. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all coming in tonight. And I will be back later on tonight to talk about modern relationship. I'll be back tonight. Okay, I'm at.